Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another video for y'all. And I was just wanting to chat with y'all, and I just wanted to give my take on this because, like I said, Jack Harlow's new album, Monica, I love it. And I also know that there's people talking about it saying that some of these white rappers are becoming too comfortable in the house of hip hop, which don't get me wrong, Post Malone and Jelly Roll, those are like the two white artists that definitely got too comfortable in hip hop because it seems like now Post Malone and Jelly Roll they abandoned hip hop, but I just wanted to give my take on Jack Harlow saying this. I was wanting to give my take on Jack Harlow talking about saying that he got blacker. My fellow Jack Harlow fans, let's chat. Let's have a discussion about this. But this is my take on Jack Harlow talking about saying that he got blacker. I mean, he's influenced. He's influenced. You know what I mean? Like going into this album, like I'm pretty sure like the music that gave him plenty of inspiration is like R&B, like old school R&B and maybe even some of the R&B today. I mean, but yeah, like saying that he got blacker, I mean, black culture is influential, but at the same time, you do got some of these white artists that come into like hip hop, R&B, soul, jazz, and sometimes it's kind of like they want to like steal from black culture. You know what I mean? But and sometimes it's like they even want to abandon hip hop. But when it comes down to an artist like Jack Harlow, you know what I mean? Jack Harlow, I do feel that like Jack Harlow is like he's done his part in doing what he gotta do to be respectful because when it comes down to being a white artist you do gotta be respectful, but at the same time it do kind of seem like you be having like so many like white rappers that come into hip hop and they're just disrespectful towards the culture, and some people do feel that like they gotta have like more gatekeepers in hip hop. And I do kind of agree with that because there has been white rappers like Post Malone, Jelly Roll, Slim Jesus. They came into hip hop and they just abandoned it. I mean, Slim Jesus, he made a joke of himself rapping about a life that he's not about at all. You know what I mean? And you see, for rappers that actually go through that life, that the stuff that Slim Jesus was rapping about and he's not even about that life, that's not even funny. That's not funny at all, and because of that, his career ended early. But yeah, Jack Harlow talking about saying that his music got blacker. I mean, well, saying that he got blacker. I mean, again, people get tricked by stereotypes. Now, don't get me wrong. Jack Harlow, his R&B album, like I said, I love it. I'm amazed. It's amazing, and I'm a fan of Jack Harlow. I'm a huge fan. I'm definitely a huge fan, but I do feel that Jack Harlow is one of those artists that's like heavily influenced by black culture. I do feel that he's willing to do his part to be very respectful towards black culture, black music, hip hop, and R&B. Because the whole controversial statement by the OG Lord Jamar, talking about saying that white rappers are guests in hip hop. And yeah, I mean, when it comes down to the white rappers, it is important to make sure that when you step foot in black culture that you're respectful, because just like back in the day in entertainment, when it came down to sitcoms, TV shows, I'm pretty sure y'all are familiar with the show. Well, I mean, this is like before our time, but growing up as a kid, I mean, my parents, they used to watch the sitcom from the 70s, Good Times. And you see, Good Times was created by Eric Monty, but Norman Lear actually had stole from Eric Monty. See, Eric Monty, he was like the creator of Good Times. He was a creator of a lot of the black sitcoms back in the day. Good Times, and I think probably Sanford and Son, or What's Happening. I do believe he was also the creator of the Jeffersons too, but I do know for an absolute fact that he was like the creator of Good Times, and Norman Lear pretty much like had took some ideas from him. Like Norman Lear had stole ideas from him, but Eric Monty is the actual creator of Good Times. But you know, yeah, and this is a message to all of you white rappers and all you white rappers out there that are on the come up. When you step foot into hip hop, just make sure that you're respectful. I'm not trying to be like Lord Jamar and say that you're a guest in the house of hip hop. All I ask you to do is be respectful. Don't be coming into hip hop and abandon hip hop. Don't be like Post Malone, and don't be like Jelly Roll. When you come into hip hop, all I ask you is to be respectful. Respect the culture. Respect black culture. Yeah, black culture is influential, isn't it? But don't come in here being disrespectful. You know what I mean? Black culture is an amazing culture, and it's a beautiful culture. And as a black brother, as a black man, and as a black artist, as a black rapper, I'm willing to do my part to be willing to speak up for my people, my black brothers and my black sisters. But yo, Jack Harlow is one of the dopest. I love him and I'm a huge fan. But yeah, my fellow Jack Harlow fans, how do y'all feel about him saying that like he got blacker? Let's have a discussion about this. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. Love y'all.